That's right. I got to open it up over here.
I think it says live now.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, so to see the chat, you have to open up a window as well. Like I'll screen share it with you.
Oh, look, it says you're live.
Yeah.
I got post notifications on for you, Jordan. That should make you feel good.
You are about to join. Yes, I know.
I watch all your videos.
Yeah. No, I know. Hey, I mean, look, trust me, I get all your videos too. Sometimes, and that's what I do in my morning time. So we're actually live right now.
Okay.
So I'll start in just a second, all you serial entrepreneur fans, just so, and this is because it kind of relates to everyone what I'm about to say. In the morning time, like when I wake up, the first thing I do is I take my dog out, feed him, and then I make myself coffee. And then as soon as I get done doing that, I get like all of my supplements like put together, and I do them all by myself. So I'll sit there and watch videos while I put together my supplements. And so it's like between you, what's his freaking name that I've Tim Schmoyer.
Oh, I love Tim Schmoyer.
Dude, I've been watching the hell. Oh my gosh, so much.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah, if you guys are wanting to learn about YouTube or just creating content and video, that's a guy you want to follow. Trust me. That guy's amazing at what he does. Him and Nick Nimmin are two really, really great YouTubers to follow. If you're looking for content or shooting video, creating a YouTube channel, those are guys I learned from. And I think Ruan would probably say the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's go ahead and get this shindig started. I've got a whole lot of stuff going on back here. So everybody, thank you for joining me. I wanted, let me get off this really quick so I can actually see people messaging. That's right. So hold on, we'll get started in just a second. I can't see y'all's messages right now because.
See, man, this is why I just don't go. I can't go live because I can't figure it out.
No, yeah, YouTube, or not YouTube. Yes, YouTube. Google in general is one of the most complicated platforms. There it is.
Oh man,
one of the most complicated platforms to use. Google in general. Okay, I'm going to turn my volume off.
Yeah,
okay. It's one of the most complicated platforms to use in general because of the fact that Google makes everything difficult. Like, for example, you have Google Business Manager. You have, like, I keep special links on notepads, like, for Google links to remember, because otherwise I won't remember where all of the account information is.
And it's funny because that's what I specialize in.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, I'm really good at YouTube, but it doesn't matter how good you are. YouTube makes it so difficult to work within their platform.
Yeah.
Like, doing a screen share is not the easiest, but as far as traffic is concerned, one of my favorites.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so guys, let me go ahead and actually get into what we're going to talk about today. I see some people are hopping in here. Jerrigan, what's going on? One love. Hi, sorry. That was a confusing one. RJ, Ruan, top 5. You got someone saying you're top 5.
Oh, why not top 3?
Hey, well, technically you still could be considered top 3.
Oh, man. Oh, that is true.
I've been looking for you. I am customer of few owners of store. Ruan. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Ruan. Vicky says hi. Rhonda says, hey. Ted's saying hi. Carrie's saying hi. All right. So we've got about, how many people do we have in here? We've got about 26 watching now. So everybody do me a favor. And as you join in, hit the thumbs up button. So that way people, get access to this video. The only way that we do this out of the kindness of our hearts, and we do it for free for you guys to give you some free information. So it helps us out a ton when you hit that thumbs up button, because obviously that means other people are going to be able to see the video and get access to all of the free training that me and Ruan put together. So hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know you're here, and we will go ahead and get started, because today Ruan has something really cool to talk about, or at least it's really cool in my opinion. Because of the fact that it's something so unique and so easy to do if you learn the process to correctly building free traffic to a website. And that's what Ruan's going to talk about today. He was explaining how he's doing it to me, and it's pretty funny. He's basically building websites and selling lead generation sources. And it's awesome because anybody can do this if they're in the digital marketing space. So this is stuff that you guys can take and add to your repertoire, to your basically your sales verticals for your own agency. So I'm going to let Ruan take over here for a minute. And so that way he can kind of let you guys know about his whole experience with SEO. So Ruan, why don't you give them a little bit about you for those of my viewers who don't know you, and then yeah, start there.
All right. Yeah, sure thing. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ruan Marinho. I have a YouTube channel, and I talk a lot about search engine optimization, which is basically the process of getting free traffic to a website so you never have to pay for it again. I do run paid ads as well, though, but I swear a lot. I make a lot of videos, and I just love making content because when I make content, I tend to use verbal language, and people love it. I don't know why. They get happy about it. Some people really hate me. I don't really give a shit. I'm making money. So at the end of the day, I figured out a system of where anyone can basically buy a WordPress website, get it to the top of Google within a month or so, and then sell the leads off to a business. Now, the reason why this is so freaking powerful is because you don't have to be good at sales. Once the website is already getting leads, you can go to any business and show them the recorded lines. And I'm going to show all of this to you guys over the screen today because it's Jordan's audience. And, you know, I'm going to show you a real life example of a website. I'm going to show you some real phone calls, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do this step by step when you can build a website a day if you really wanted to that does this. But other than that, that's kind of like my little introduction. The site right now is making $50 a day. We're getting about 2 phone calls per day on the site. And every single site we build gets phone call a day. And it doesn't matter what niche it's in. It doesn't matter how hard it is to rank in the competition with the SEO. It'll rank. And I'm going to show you some really cool stuff today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Jordan, you still here?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was trying to figure out so this is, all right, so everyone, you know me and how goofy I am and how much we mess up when we do lives because YouTube Live, like I mentioned, is difficult. So this is the first time we've done, actually, no, I think you're actually the first person I've ever brought on my channel.
Oh,
so that's kind of, yeah, that says something about Ruan. And that really does say something about Ruan, because I don't listen to a lot of people when it comes to marketing and people who try to put their advice out there, because a lot of people just are talking. That's all it really is. It doesn't come from any, you know, experience or any backup to really, you know, certify that knowledge. And Ruan is someone who, when I look for SEO information, I'll usually ask him a question about it first. And it's because if I don't know something, that's what he does every single day. And so I know that I can go to him and he'll usually have an answer. And if not, he'll find it out very, very quickly. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is these things are difficult and Google makes it very difficult. So I lost my video footage for a minute there. And then I realized that if I click, it actually lets me take over instead of the voice, which I don't want. So I don't know how to get it back to the voice now.
Oh, that's funny. Well,
I'll just keep it on you when you're talking. I'll have to manually control this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
no
yeah,
problem.
go ahead with your presentation, because I think they are really going to like this. So you guys pay attention. Please take notes, because again, the giveaway that we're doing at the end always comes from the lessons that we do in these live trainings. So pay attention so you can win the giveaway. But Ruan, take it away, man.
Yeah, of course. So I got a student right now. Shout out to my boy Sean. He's actually coming to the office tomorrow to work with us a little bit.
Nice.
But he asked, before I begin, he asked, how can you actually get something ranked in a month? I need to know. Sean, I've already showed you how to do it, but I'm going to show you how to do it again on this video. And the reality is there's a few myths right now about SEO. 1 is it's too technical. 2 is it takes forever to rank. And 3, it's extremely expensive. But busting down those 3 myths, especially like the time it takes to rank, most of our websites will get results within a month, phone calls within a month, regardless if it's an attorney, a doctor, a lawyer. It doesn't matter what it is. Generally, that business will receive a phone call per month. Now, what makes this business model so fucking deadly is the fact of, if you are going to go get more clients, you can literally show them the leads you're getting from the website because they're all recorded. Now, many people, they go the vice versa route. They try to get their business owners to call customers, when in reality, they should be getting customers to call the business owner. And that's what SEO seriously positions your customer for and positions yourself for. If I stopped marketing today, I would still get 4,500 visitors a month on my website and still get leads just all completely automated because of the SEO that I built. So you're literally building a tree by planting a seed and watching it grow for a very long period of time. So with that being said, when you really start looking into how to do the SEO, there's really 2 components. There's the first component, which is what you do on the website. We call it on-page optimization. And then there's the second component, which what you do off of the website. And this presentation is going to be super, super easy for you to understand, because I've been told that the way I teach this is beginner level. So I'm going to go into one of the sites that we have right now that's ranking, and it's generating about a call per day. And my buddy Ray Albert, which is another one of my students, I actually let him have the website, and he's making about $500 per month on that website right now, completely automated. Now, before we begin, I just want to tell you a little bit about the business model, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just going to our first site, which is called Painters in CT. Now, if you guys can't see the screen, just let me know. But basically, this website here it looks like a company's website. It's very stock. It's a template website. It doesn't look anything crazy. You would never think anything's going on with this website, no action. But what's interesting is when you type into Google the keyword Painters in CT, what happens is you see two ads at the top. These are called Google pay-per-click. So if anybody clicks on these ads, that company's going to pay money. Now, most of the times, especially people who are younger generations, they won't click the Google pay-per-click because either they think it's some type of scam or they don't want to, supplement an ad. But what they do is they go into the Google Maps and they go into the Google search. And a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually get a website to show up in the Google search, number 1, number 2, number 3, whatever you want it to be. And when you do that, you actually create a ton of organic traffic. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean right now. So there's something called a Google heat map. You can actually type this into Google and you can actually see the same image that I'm looking at right now. And this Google heat map shows you where all of the clicks get from organic search. And as you can see right here, the top 2 results really have that red hot meter, meaning all of the clicks go there. And we've seen this substantially happen all of the freaking time because we'll have a website that's down here at the bottom, but then when it gets to the top, it floods with traffic. So what we do is we figured out a system to really get a website to rank here, and I'm going to break down exactly how we did it and how you can make money off of this starting today. So the first method is you have to buy a domain that it's your target keyword. Now, if you don't know how search engines work, it's all based off of keywords. So when you use a tool like Ahrefs, which is extremely expensive, but it's so worth it, and you put in a keyword, you can actually see how many people are searching for that keyword and how much people are actually paying on Google pay-per-click for that keyword. So finding a good keyword is very simple. You just type in something in your town or city, a typical service. The best services that work for this are plumbing, HVAC, anything that's really emergency or home improvement generally is the best because a lot of people call in for that. So once we found this keyword, we now know that it has 300 volume and it's the highest rated keyword for painters in Connecticut. So it's better than Connecticut house painters. And you can see very similar keywords down here.
And Ruan, one thing I want to also mention is the fact, guys, that if you look, the keyword difficulty is only a 12. And a lot of people don't understand the importance of keyword difficulty and why, or really not why, but the strategy behind keyword difficulty for a newer website versus a website that gets a ton of traffic. So why don't you explain that really quickly?
Yeah, of course. So keyword difficulty, that's a really good point, Jordan. It's basically a number from 1 to 100 and how difficult the keyword is to rank for. And how it goes, how they actually determine that number is if you type in cats into a Google search engine, you're going to see that there's a certain amount of search results for the keyword cat. So as you can see, there's 3.8 million search results for the keyword cat. Now, if you type in a keyword like Connecticut SEO, right, which is a much less popular keyword because there's only 12 million results, which we are actually ranking above the fucking map. But this one right here, it's 12 million search results. There's much less search volume for it compared to the other one. Now, you'll also see how difficult this keyword is to rank for. $15 cost per click, almost 1,000 search volume, and we're above the map. We don't pay for the clicks. But going back to keyword difficulty, Jordan, basically, whatever the keyword is if it has more search results, generally it's going to be more difficult to rank for.
Right.
But I also use another metric that I'm going to show right now. And a lot of people don't really understand the backlinks part of SEO, which I'm going to get into. But basically, backlinks are websites that point to your website and give you what's called SEO juice, which is link juice. And if you go down here and using Ahrefs, you'll see that a lot of these websites, you'll look at domains, which is backlinks, right? We want to look at this. We don't want to look at backlinks. But you'll notice that our site is at the top here, and it has 218 domains. Now, this isn't accurate. It's somebody spammed the site. But before it was 218, we had about 140. And the reason why is because this website had 132. So it's safe to say that if someone at the top of the first page of Google has 132 backlinks, we need to build more than 132 backlinks. So this is exactly how I look for a competitive area. I don't do this. I don't click on a website. I don't look at the content of the website because for local SEO, it doesn't matter. this website right here has legitimately nothing on it. I even want to show you. This website has stock text all over. So if you go to Our Work, let's say, or you go to FAQs or something along that line, I literally rank this website using all non like, you know, I'm not going to say non-ethical, but non like Google, you know, not what people recommend on the daily. And as you can see, this is all stock.
Right. Black hat.
It's
not technically black hat.
It's gray hat. We'll say gray hat.
Gray.
Because there's no content on the website. So, I mean, it's not a real website, but I did this to prove to people, because everybody's saying right now in the SEO industry, oh, you don't need backlinks. I'm literally ranking higher than these websites that have hundreds of pages on their website. I
think what they mean by that, and correct me, you know, or give me your opinion on it, but I think what they mean by that is if you have a national brand,
right,
even a regional brand, that's true. But if you're local, that doesn't matter.
Yep, absolutely. So I got Entrepreneur Hub saying, so how do you actually get something ranked? I'm going to go into that really quickly. And then I have Bazillion saying, how do you sell the lead to the business? And I'm going to tell you right now, and what are backlinks, right? And yes, Sean, this is the rank and rent concept. You know, most people, they know what the client concept is. So I want to talk about how to make money literally sleeping. But yeah, Jordan, so you're completely right. If you build content on your website, you're building authority. And every time you talk about that term, you're much more likely to rank for it. But that, you know, it doesn't work locally. You are so right. It's for national brands. So for local, you can get really cheap backlinks. I'm talking really cheap. You know what I mean? Like I probably spent $200 on backlinks and now I got a guaranteed ranking. Right. So Entrepreneur Hub is saying, so how do you actually get something ranked, right? Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to buy a domain, and that domain should be the keyword that you're actually targeting. So I'm going to show you a free tool. It's called expireddomains.net. And you have to get a keyword that you're targeting. For example, our keyword we targeted was painters in CT because it had such a high search volume.
Right.
And what I did was I went into a tool like expireddomains.net and I literally just searched CT because I want to find something in my state. Does that make sense? And once I go in there and I click here, it's going to show me all of the domains that have CT in the domain. Now, you guys are probably wondering, why am I buyered an expired domain right now? Well, look at it this way. If a company goes out of business and their domain goes to auction, that company may have paid for SEO before. So if you pick up these domains, they've already had years of SEO onto it. So you can actually just skip, like literally skip years of ranking a website overnight. So finding good domains is really hard to do. But if you go in and you just type in your state or a bunch of towns and cities in your state, you can then filter by here, this BL button, which is majestic backlinks. Just filter it by top to bottom. And you're going to find some really cool websites. Like this one right here is called horseback riding. So if your niche is horseback riding, or a business owner that owns a company with horseback riding, they can actually take this domain and analyze its SEO metrics. Now, when we're analyzing SEO metrics, we're typically looking at a score for MozDA, which is domain authority, meaning how powerful is that website?
Right.
And if you go into Google and you type in MozDA checker, now that you've found a domain you want to run with something, you just want to make sure that it has good metrics. So you can go into checkmoz.com, you can slap the domain on there. And yes, we do use Flippa all the time because they have websites that have done SEO on them. And you can go in here and literally put in the website. So it was horseback riding Connecticut, right? .com. And if it has a good metric, it's worth buying, because then once you register it in Google search engine, once you use Google Webmasters, which we're going to get into, you're going to see that this website has a DA of 24. So what's interesting is if I actually typed in horseback riding Connecticut, and remember, guys, the DA is a number from 1 to 100. The higher you are on that list, the more likely you're going to rank.
Right.
Now, if I go here and I go to whatever, CT visit, here we go, Grandview Farms, who's ranking for horseback riding CT, and I go into here and I actually type in their domain. Keep in mind, this expired domain that I can buy right now for, well, it's $3,000. Don't go after that one. But you can find some of the domains with the same. I got way higher metrics most times. But you can go into here and type in the first page result. And I guarantee you it's going to be very close, if not lower than the 24 you can buy that's expired. Here it is, 12. So to answer the question on how you can rank on page 1 in a month, that's how you do it. But let's move on because I got a lot more shit to show you. So that's the domain. And once you get the domain, you're going to want to register it and you're going to want to host it. And what you're going to want to do is SEO speed has become extremely important for rankings. So you want to get a good hosting service. You don't want to use GoDaddy. You don't want to use Namecheap. You don't want to use any of those regular hosting services because it's just going to kill you in speed. And it's going to kill you when you're uploading stuff like that. So What you want to do is you want to use WP Engine and you want to use WordPress for your SEO. The reason why I say that is because WordPress Engine is specifically for WordPress sites, and it has a mission of getting the fastest delivery time on upload, download, no matter what you're trying to do with the website, and you can upload unlimited stuff to it and it won't slow it down. And it is very expensive, but if you want to fucking win, you can make back their monthly charge in one phone call generated by a site, and I'm going to show you how many phone calls we're actually getting. So this tool right here is exceptional. It gives you free SSL, and you want to make sure you have that SSL on your website because Google did come out and say that it's actually a penalty if you don't have SSL. So if you just type in Google SSL SEO update, WordPress Engine is on top of that, and every single hosting package that you buy with them, you actually get an SSL package. So it's extremely, extremely nice. Once you have that, keep in mind now we have the expired domain. We're hosting this domain on a website, and now what we're going to do is we're going to build a WordPress website. So instead of just like talking the talk, I'm going to walk the walk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my company backend, and I'm going to show you exactly how you go start building your website, because a lot of people, they just talk the talk and they never show people what's actually behind the scenes. So today I'm literally going to rank a page right in front of your face. So here's the WordPress background, and this is what it should look like. You should always download WordPress if you're going to be doing SEO. The reason being is because you're going to want to download a few plugins. The first plugin you're going to want to download is AMP. AMP is really, really good because if you go on search results and you've ever seen that little lightning bolt behind a search result and it loads up really fast, Google basically takes all of the framework away from your website and just puts it on AMP, and the page speed loads really fast. It gives you higher rankings. This alone can seriously impact your website. And you need to have Yoast SEO, and everybody knows this. I'm not going to get into the basics of Yoast SEO. They have tons of tutorials online. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how we can rank a keyword. So there's a few towns near me because somebody's asking, how do I actually rank the website? There's a few towns near me. So let's just say this was horseback riding Connecticut. We just registered this domain, and now we're in the back end of WordPress. I'm going to show you how to target a keyword by adding a page and then registering it into Google so it ranks instantly. And then I'm going to show you how much phone calls we're getting by doing this. So let's just say we wanted to rank for something like, let's just say Plainville SEO, right? Which is a town, city next to me. This is a town and city next to me, right? So now we just type in the keyword, has no search volume, very easy to rank for, which is what we're looking for because we want to rank something fast. And you're looking at the front page here, and you see some things here, right? You see your different search results, and I'm not even going to go into the competitive analysis because like Jordan said, my site has authority now that I've written enough content and built enough backlinks. But this is our target keyword. So anytime you're creating your website, anytime you're targeting keywords in your website, you want to make sure that it's a separate page and the URL reads with this. And I'm going to show you a few things right now on how powerful this is. So if I type in Southington SEO, right, which is the city that we're in, this is where my office is, you'll see that not only is my website here, but I want to find the actual page. I don't think I ever made an actual page. Let me just do Hamden PT Marketing Agency. Okay, I want to show you what I mean and what's important for ranking on page. So here's a website this is my website, and you'll notice that the keyword that I'm trying to rank for is in the URL. And WordPress makes that really easy for you to do. So let's say I were to add a post on my website and I wanted my URL to be the keyword that I'm targeting, which is Plainville SEO, right? Well, it's really, really simple. There's a few key things that you have to know here, and I'm going to show you right now. So right when you go in and add this little post section, it's going to create your URL. But even if it creates the URL you don't want it to, you can actually change that. But since this is our target keyword, we want that to be our URL. And by adding this title here, you'll notice in a few seconds that it'll display the URL right here, showing us that we're clearly targeting that keyword. But once that URL pops up, we also want to put the keyword into our title. This purple thing here is called a title tag. And Yoast SEO makes it super easy for you to add a title tag, as you can see right here. And you want to make this custom around your keyword so you can get some guaranteed rankings. Now, with this also being said, you want to also write a clear meta description and include the keyword into the meta description. A lot of SEOs are doing some dumb shit right now saying that you should be completely natural, this and this, don't include the keyword. That's all BS.
No, that's crazy.
It's insane that people think Google's really that smart. Google's a robot. It's never going to be a human being.
Yeah.
So going into here, you'll see that Plainville SEO, we go down here and you'll see that the slug, you can add the slug here. So let's say I wanted to do Plainville SEO. Okay. And now we're going to create the site title. Make sure you use the keyword, like I said, Plainville SEO. And then you just want to use like a space bracket and just type in your brand name or something along those lines. The goal with the title is to get the click as well as optimize for SEO. And then, you know, I like doing something like, I don't know, 5-star rating. I don't know. I'm just as random. And then in here, you want to also call out the keyword. So looking for effective Plainville SEO services. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they get stuck up with, you know, how Yoast SEO is telling how they're performing. Don't ignore this. This is a robot as well. You want to make sure some things are green, but like this title is fine. You don't want it to be too long. And Yoast might recommend something that's a little too long. You don't want to do that. So
I actually have one of my VAs because my VA goes through and uploads all of this for me, and it was her first time using Yoast. And she was like, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes trying to get everything right, and I cannot get it to all be green. I just started.
No, it doesn't make human sense when it's all green.
I started dying laughing, dude. It was great.
It really makes no human sense. But now you can put in a focus keyword into Yoast, and this focus keyword will really pick up how your page is performing in terms of the keyword you're targeting. And as Jordan was saying, most of the times you really can't get it to all be green all the time. Don't really get hung up on this. I mean, you can take the time to do it if you want, but I really wouldn't worry about that. And then what I'm going to do is, as you can see here, I'm also just going to do blog, let's say. All right. And I'm literally just going to put an H1, which is a title tag, but in the content. So I'm just going to say Plainville SEO services, affordable. You know, you just want to put an H1 tag, which is in code. This is how it looks. It's like that H1, but if you're using WordPress, you won't have to use code. Ensure your keyword is in there, and then you're also going to just want to do some content. So
just the main header. That's right. The H1.
Right. So you're looking for Plainville SEO services. Contact us today. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to put on this page. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish it. Now, Jordan, you're probably saying you're crazy. You know, you need to put a little more text on that.
Honestly, if this is what you showed me and you came to me and said, hey, this is a #1 ranking site locally in Plainville, Connecticut, I would say you're full of shit. But
it's probably not going to be #1, but you know, so you would post a page just like this of your keyword, and this would be a keyword that would be local, so the horseback riding or whatever it may be. Then what you want to do is, once you have a page written, and your pages should be at least 350 to 500 words if it's local SEO. If you're trying to build authority on websites, you're going to want to put at least 1,000 to 2,000 words. But just make sure you always remember that while this page is really short, it really serves the purpose of the user, because maybe they are just looking for local SEO. So this page might not get hit by Google, but if your page is, if it's too long just because you're trying to trick the search engine, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter. Some pages that we write are literally 3 sentences long, because that's all you can say about the topic. So once you go to Google Search Console, this is a tool that you can actually tell Google to register your website on the internet. So you can literally show up in the Google search. And it's really important to use, because many SEOs or many people who don't understand why their website's not showing up on Google yet, it's simply because they haven't told Google to put their website on the internet. So by going to Google Search Console, it is stupid easy for you to tell Google to index your site automatically. If you're setting up a new site, if you're doing rank and rent, the model that I explained before, it's going to be really, really hard to index your site naturally. So you're going to have to do this, you know, when you're starting out, because over time, while that page might actually go ahead and index, it's going to be very unlikely that it's going to do so, because the website's going to be brand new, etc. So I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go into my Develomark website right here. I got a lot of clients, guys. Please do not contact any of them. So let's go here, and you can actually go to crawl. And in crawl, you can go to fetch as Google. And now that I just created this brand new page called Plainville and SEO, it's not going to show up if I type in Plainville SEO. I can guarantee you that, simply because I haven't told Google that this website is on my website. So, or this page is on my website. So if this is the keyword we're targeting, we want to make sure that it's showing up on the website, on the Google search results. And all you have to do in here is just go in here, go ahead and paste that. You click fetch and render. And what'll start, oh, it's not going to do so. I've added 2 slashes here. Give me 1 second. But basically what you're doing here is you're putting in the URL into this tool, and Google's going out and manually crawling your website to see where you will rank for that page instantly. Doesn't take months, doesn't take years. If you've built your site correctly, you can do this, and you can rank for terms hyper fast. And once this is all set, you're just going to go in there and you're just going to click verify. You're going to validate it. Google's going to crawl your page, and then before you know it, your website's going to start showing up in Google your first month for your keywords. Now, with that being said, in conjunction with doing all this shit, this is the website shit, this is the on-page shit, you're going to want to go ahead and set up a Google My Business location. That's where I want to show another one of our websites called Naugatuck Plumbing.
So before we move on to that, do you recommend using Fetch and Render for every new piece of content that you create, or if you make adjustments to a site?
Yeah, so many times what will happen is if you have a sitemap installed on your website, the answer is yes if you have like a newer website, but over time, your sitemap will actually know your scheduling, your posting scheduling, it'll just start indexing stuff immediately.
Right.
So it's really, really cool that it does that. Okay, let's see here. Do you have PBNs on your agency site? No, I don't. Do you use Flip a No? Can you purchase a high ranking domain with link juice and then 301 direct to a client's money site if they want to keep their domain? Thank you in advance. Just in case, yes, that is called a proxy. When you take a website and 301 redirect it to another website to transfer the link juice, that's very possible. I know a lot of people that do it. So let me get into the actual local SEO side. So now that we've really gotten this whole website stuff figured out, we've really figured out how to rank the website. We know how to add the content, how to create these pages that are targeting specific keywords. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up a Google My Business. And Jordan, this is what you were talking about before. There are so many different Google tools that you can use. By setting up a Google My Business, you can basically get your business to show up in this local map pack. And this local map pack is extremely powerful. It's extremely powerful. Not only are we #1 here with a month-old website, literally a month old. This is the website that I build aside my course. And then we have it also ranking in the map here, and we took a hit because we changed the title. But I want to show you how simple this is. Basically, what we did is we found an address in Naugatuck, which is the city that we're servicing for this site. And all we did is just sold it to a customer. So here's the customer right here. He's taking the calls right now. And we have a credit card on file. And every week we look and see what calls are qualified as leads. And I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. But by doing this, you're literally bringing the objections gone to the client. I mean, they're not going to have any objections. You're already going to have phone calls coming in. So by doing that little process that I showed you before, by building the page and then actually ranking it, you can do this and rank a website in the local maps. But I'm going to give you a few tips on ranking in the local maps that's going to blow you away. #1 is putting in the title of your local map, put your keyword. Many people don't put their keyword. They think that that's black cat. They think that that's gray hat, whatever it may be, whatever the excuse is for not putting in a phrase in here. It's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult to rank without a keyword in here. As you can see, the top results have plumbing inside of the name. So you want to make sure that you have the plumbing inside of the name. Even if it's a brand, it's going to be harder to outrank these guys simply because Google is a robot and it will check this stuff. So when you're trying to rank in the maps, there really are 3 things that are extremely important when trying to do this. #1 is that you actually have an address to verify at, because you can't get a map ranking unless you have an address to verify at. And the way you verify is you just go to googlemybusiness.com and request a postcard to actually get it over there. But there's really 3 things that are really important here. 1 is, getting the listing. 2 is directories, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. And directories are basically websites that mention your name, address, and phone number. And then the last thing are reviews, which are extremely important as well inside of Google for a few different reasons. I'm going to tell you why both of these, okay? So what is a directory? Well, if you type in Develomark, which is my company, and you look at the first page of Google and you start to see some of the different things that are online, you'll see that our agency is on Yelp. And we have 25 photos on Yelp. So this is probably the most optimized agency Yelp account in our area. Therefore, Yelp has a direct correlation with Google. Many people don't understand this. They don't understand why I use Yelp. They don't know why I pay for the claim page and everything like that, or the business page, whatever it is. But you need to have a Yelp because Google trusts Yelp reviews more than they trust theirs. I'm going to say that one more time because a lot of people have that really difficult in believing that. Yelp reviews have more of an SEO impact than Google reviews. Why? Because Yelp filters their reviews. They know which are fake, which aren't. So these are real customers, right? They know which ones are real customers and which ones aren't. So they value that. Unfortunately, with Google, anybody can go on a website and leave a review. But having a claimed Yelp listing, a nice Yelp listing, and other listings such as, there's Yellow Pages, there's the Better Business Bureau. As you can see, we're on the Better Business Bureau as well. These are all listing directories that you can get any of your clients or your business on. And these right here are great for your business because not only do they get your profile looking nice and you look really professional and you get your client looking professional, but look what happens in the URL. Southington, social media marketing, Ruan Marinho. I mean, Google starts to associate your business with, social media, SEO, whatever you're trying to rank for. And this links back to my website. And when that happens, I get a significant SEO boost because of that. And these are websites that you got to get your reviews on. So SEO really isn't about being technical. It's about just doing good business. People don't understand that if you just do good business, you're going to get higher rankings. And creating the content is half the battle. If you're working with a company, anybody on here watching right now, if you're working with a company that you're trying to sell and you just can't do it, you know, it's typically like you don't want to work with them if they're not a good business. If they're not a good business in general, if they don't have good reviews, if they have terrible reviews and terrible complaints online, you generally don't want to work with them because SEO isn't going to work. It only works for businesses. This is not something that you can get a company a few leads with. This is something that will change a business, right? This will change a business.
Right.
So let's go back here and we're going to talk about, you know, Google My Business. It's really important. I'm going to show you what to add inside of Google My Business. But as you can see here, we're ranking #1 for Plainville SEO. And anyone that can's on this call right now can go search that. And I will put money if we're not #1. But we're going to go back and talk about what you should put on your map listings. So right now, if you look at Connecticut SEO, we don't even show up here because we're going for digital marketing in the map. So if you type in Connecticut digital marketing agency, whatever the keyword is that you're trying to rank for, you'll see that you'll have a map listing. And once you have this verified, it's so critically important that you fill out all of the information. And I'm going to give you some really secret tips on this call tonight. One of them is if you go down and you start having clients leave you reviews, now make sure they're real clients. Don't use fake clients. That's the easiest way to get called out online. But when you go in, you notice that my clients include the keyword digital marketing agency in the review. I have a client here that mentions SEO, they mention marketing, etc. And the goal here is Google will actually pick this up. As you can see, our keyword search for Connecticut digital marketing agency, you'll look here and you'll see that they're highlighting, Google is, digital agency. So because of that, we are getting a significant ranking boost just because our customers are mentioning it in the actual review. Now, with pictures, I'm about to fucking blow all your minds. So you need to add pictures into your Google My Business if you want to have any chance to rank in the maps. What most people don't do is they don't take the time to tell Google where these pictures were taken. Now, if Google knows that these pictures were taken at your city that you're trying to rank for, it's going to rank you. So there's a service online anybody can use. I think it's $5 for a bunch of pictures. You can literally look up geotagging image. And when you do this and you geotag your images, right, here they are. These are very simple softwares to use. They're really not difficult. You can go in here and you can tag your images with keywords. And when people do that, you start to see multiple significant rankings. For example, if I were to type in Dallas bail bonds, right, you'll see that the maps isn't always about the review. So this company here has 311. This company has 110. I know this market very well because I have a client. I'm not going to disclose who it is. But you'll see that even though this company has more reviews, this guy's still ranking. Why? Right? Well, they must have taken a step above and gotten some geotagging on the images with their content, and that simple little thing can get you ranked much higher, even if you have way less reviews than your competitor. So by geotagging your images, it's very simple. You upload your images to one of those tools, you basically give it an address, and it'll tell Google where those tools are, because Google does go out based off of longitude and latitude. That's how you really optimize directories. Now, I saw a comment in here that said, how do you, is this how you do the SEO? They said they were a little confused. But basically what we're doing is we're just getting traffic from Google. It's very simple. We're getting traffic from Google. We're paying $0. We're getting it to a website, and then the customer is getting the money, their lead.
By making basic keyword adjustments to the website internally in the actual code, well, really, I mean, it's just the content you're putting on the site, but some of it is code, and you're targeting keywords that are getting traffic that have lower competition, lower keyword difficulty, meaning lower the chance for you to rank is much higher. And that's it. I mean, that's all that me and Ruan have done with our YouTube channels. That's the thing that really drives me crazy, is that people think that things like SEO, email marketing, and the older styles of digital marketing are dead, when it's hilarious, because that's really you and I probably do more email. Well, I know I do a ton of email, and then I do a lot of SEO. You do all SEO, and people think that they're just going out there and everything needs to be done with Facebook ads.
Yeah, and it's true. And the problem with that is I love Facebook ads. Trust me, I have clients spending 500 a day, but you can't have a system like Jordan. If your viewers were all paid, you would have no viewers. But since you took the time to build the organic traffic, people still come, and they're here for you, not because you did a paid ad.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to talk about call tracking right now. It seems like it's a hot topic, and how to actually sell this lead. So now that you understand this tech stuff, which is really easy, you build a website, trick Google into thinking you're authoritative and you're at the top. How do you actually sell the website and get the lead? Well, I'm going to show you right now. This is a deadly trick. Okay. Deadly. So I'm going to erase this shit right here. And here's our website, right? Painters and CT, or Plainville SEO, whatever, #1, and 9 minutes ago. And I'm going to show you right now how to sell that. So your website is going to get calls. And I don't know if I can play a recording. I don't know if it'll sound weird, but it can get calls. And I know people here believe me. I don't really have to explain myself. But basically what you want to do is, once you have the traffic to the website, you want to send it to a business owner's phone. So let's say we have a business owner we already know, and their phone number is 670 or 678, whatever it is, 999, whatever. So once this website's getting phone calls, you're going to want to send it to a business owner. And people are probably wondering, why the hell would you want to do that? Well, when they start receiving calls and they start receiving the leads, this right here is recorded. And you can actually, in fact, go to that business owner. I've had people do this multiple times. Go to that business owner and say like, hey, do you want leads, blah, 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 and then actually show them that they've been selling leads to their website. Now, you've got to be careful with this with lawyers. You're going to want to do this with contractors and anybody who does a home service, because generally they're not going to care enough to complain about it. You don't want to do this for medical professions. You don't want to do this with lawyers, because what's going to happen if you do that is they have things like the HIPAA law where you actually you can't record a phone call with a client on the phone. So literally bring the lead to the customer first, show them the reporting in an email, like say, we already sent you 4 leads. Did you get the leads? Blah, 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 blah. That's your foot in the door right away. Is that understandable? If you guys get that?
So basically, guys, what Ruan is saying is, if you have a niche and your niche is, let's say, salons, all right, and you can get calls to a salon site, I'm not sure if salon would be a good example because it's a kind of a different service, but just for example, if salons did work, you're going to drive traffic to that salon website and then basically go to business owners who are salon owners in your local area or around that local area that you're targeting, and basically just give them free leads. Say, hey, here's 3 people who need a haircut for free on us. If you really want more leads like this on a regular basis, you can pay us $5,000 a month. Or however much you charge.
Yeah. And I want to talk about that a little bit, right? So people are always wondering, what should I charge per lead, or how should I do this? How should I build client?
Yep, well, just got a question.
Yeah, right. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get credit card information. So CC info. And the reason why I say this is because you don't want to be billing clients. Trust me, accounts receivable is a department in itself that you don't need to create for yourself. So before you actually work with a client, get their CC information. And your goal with this is to charge them every time they get a lead at a set rate that they do. So let's say that the client wants to do 1 lead, and the lead that they're going to give you, they're going to pay you $65. You're probably wondering, where did I get that number from? Well, depending on the niche that you're working with, you can just search average real estate lead, let's say.
Yeah.
Right. You can just search what people are already paying, right? Just do your math here. I know roofers are paying like 200. Real estate people are probably paying like 700, 1,000. It all depends where you're trying to get the lead from, but just make sure you're using the industry standard. So if somebody tries to say that's way too much, then you could say, well, you're going to pay that on Home Advisor. You're going to pay that on Angie's List. You're going to pay that on Zillow. So you want to make sure you understand how much one per lead. And the leads, generally what you want to do is you want to say, okay, a call is a lead if it lasted over 90 seconds or something along those lines, because you don't want it to just be a spam call. Now, you could go into CallRail, which is the tool I'm going to show you right now. You can go in there and set actions to tell you when a lead is there or not based on the activity of the vibration of the call. But to be safe, you don't want to put that overhead on yourself. You just want to say 90 seconds, right? So now that you have that, every week that website gets a call that was tagged as a lead, you then charge the customer's credit card based on the leads. So let's say you got 5 leads that day times 65. That's how much money you'll make, and there's no complaints about it. You don't have to go collect the money. You don't have to call anybody to get your money. You literally just charge the credit card. They won't even fucking notice. And now what you're doing is you're creating sustainable income and building a relationship with somebody. And then you can even do their own SEO instead of the Rank and Rent website. So now you're working on 2 sites, right? Now, with this being said, you can take this to a whole nother level and just charge a flat rate. So let's say the website got 30 leads in a month. Whatever that number is times whatever 65, you can just tell the customer, look, I want $2,300 a month. We're getting 30 leads per month for this website. And you can be the weakest salesperson in the world and close this deal. I'm going to take a sip of my water.
No, don't do it.
Okay, Ron, it said,
like, I'm actually really enjoying this because usually it's me talking for about an hour, but this has been really nice for me.
I know you're kind of just like sitting back there, just hanging out, and yeah, that's awesome.
No, but I love it. Like, I love it when you do trainings like this because I mean, there's small little things that I'll pick up that I can use for my agency. So like I'm sitting here taking notes on notepads. So
okay, awesome.
It's good for me too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, somebody just mentioned, now that I got into the rank and rent part, you guys literally watched me rank a website over shoulder, literally in 5 seconds with absolutely no content on it. I'm going to show you right now how to really take this to clients and how to really kick ass with customers. Because everybody needs to remember that an agency, a marketing agency, is just a large customer service center. And a lot of people don't know this, right? Customer service center. A lot of people don't know this, but the typical agency model is get the customer, right, and outsource it overseas and just make sure that you're talking to the customer about the updates, which is what I recommend you to do. I don't recommend you doing it all alone. You can't do that. You're going to kill yourself. So today I'm going to show you how to get a customer from ground up with, even if you have no experience, right? The first thing that you want to do is you want to touch the customer a few times. That sounds really weird, but basically what I mean is you want to have a few touches, and your first touch you want to have in person. And you can do this at networking meetings. You can do this at, just meeting people. One of my favorites is called the MLM strategy, which is actually asking friends or family if you can do their SEO for extremely cheap if they have the business. Or you can do this by cold outreach. However you're doing it, you want to make sure that you have this first initial touch. This touch right here, you're not selling anything, ever. You're not selling anything. You're just trying to see if that person's qualified. Unfortunately, right now, if you don't have any clients, you may think that getting every customer is good for your business, but it's going to put you out of business because you can't have every type of customer. There's certain people that match, there's certain people that aren't. So now once you have the first meeting, you're going to want to ask for a meeting once you see them again, or you do the second touch. So the second touch, you're going to ask for an in-person meeting. And here you're going to do discovery, where you simply ask just questions like, how is your business? This and this. What are your plans over the next 5 years? Have you done marketing before? How many leads are you getting per month? How many leads do you wish you can get per month? What's the gap analysis? Where are you now and where do you want to be in a year? And what's that dollar value? What's your call per lead? All these questions that you're going to ask, they're called discovery questions. You want to ask open-ended questions, right? You don't want to ask things like, how are you? That's a close-ended question. And when you ask close-ended questions, people say yes or no. It's very simple. You want them to go into depth about their question so you can use the ammunition against them when you're going to close the deal. So let's say Mr. Customer said, I wish we had 3 more leads a month, right? Okay. This is the type of stuff you have to discover if you're doing sales. If the customer says, I wish I had 3 more leads a month to keep my sales guy busy, okay? To keep my sales guy busy. If anybody here is actually selling this shit, you'll know that a lot of people do just want to keep their sales guys busy. So what will happen is when you're going for the close, now that you've had the second meeting, you're going to have the third meeting. And at this meeting, you're closing. Or you can close on the first meeting depending on the size of the account. But here, what you're going to do is you're going to pitch it completely different than anybody's ever told you to pitch it, how I'm going to show you tonight. So right here at the close, you are literally going to talk about their big problem, which is, I wish I had 3 people to give more leads to. Because if that person has 3 more leads, there's something called an exterior pain, and then there's something called an interior pain. So exterior means more leads, right? That's exterior. Interior for that client means salespeople stay happy and busy, and I don't get churn. That's interior. That's what that person really cares about. They don't give a fuck about the leads. They want their employees to be happy. So when you present your services like this, and when you're really targeting a pain point, let me show you how to pitch a $20,000 contract and win it like literally very fast. So let's say right now we want to sell SEO. Okay. Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to head over to SEO Reseller. And with SEO Reseller, you can outsource pretty much all of your SEO work. I've personally verified for this company. I've done a lot of business with them. I will continue to do business with them, and they're completely free. You don't have to pay anything, unlike Vendasta and the other ones. You pay nothing. And you can log in, you can create an account, you can sell their websites, you can sell their SEO, you can sell pretty much everything. I'm going to show you how to sell one of these packages literally like water. So once you go in here, whatever client that you have a meeting with, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into store. And in store, you're going to be able to find the different types of packages that you can actually buy. And here you have local SEO. Oh, that just guessed to be what we're doing, right? Local SEO. So right here, you have a few different packages that you can choose from, right? I'm going to tell you guys which ones are suitable and which ones aren't. If you're working with a business that you're just selling local basic SEO to, literally just for the shits and giggles, you're going to want the basic. If you're trying to rank a website that has very little search traffic, you're going to do silver. If you're trying to rank a website that has decent search traffic, something like a painter, something like a carpenter, a roofer, you're going to want to do gold. And if you're trying to rank a lawyer or dentist, you're going to want to choose platinum. Now, this rate right here is how much you can get that service for a month. So let's say we were selling the gold package. Well, now that we had these meetings with these people, we're ready to close them on one of our packages, which is the gold package. So the gold package we get for $650. Is that what it was? $650?
$639.
Sell it at $2,000 a month. Now, before every automated, because you're not going to do any of the work. But now let me show you how to.
Hey, Ruan.
Let me show you how to close this shit. So $1,300 per month, that sounds like overhead. This literally sounds like overhead. If you tell this to a business owner, they're not going to bite. They're going to be like, what? A month? Are you nuts? Now, let me show you how to make this look extremely nice when you sell it. Like extremely nice, okay? So this is how you use data to make sales with digital marketing. This right here, it tells us everything that they're going to do for the client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over here to resources or agency tools. I'm sorry. And keep in mind, guys, this is all completely free. And you go over to proposal builder. And now what we're going to do is you literally build a proposal. I'm going to go ahead and create your proposal. This will literally build you a proposal for your client. And what will happen is it'll include your package. So let's just say select lead. I'm just going to pick Ruan Dumont agency, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm just going to do that at Gmail. Okay, and then I'm going to do next. Now what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to pick your product. So let's say we're going for that gold. We're going to go here, local gold. Okay, here's what the cost is. And we're going to do it at $2,000. So now that's going to give me about $1,300 profit, and I can scale as an agency because I don't have to spend time doing the actual work. Let me show you how to sell this like a fucking professional. So the recommended campaign length for gold is 6 months. So instead of being the weak ass marketer that asks for $1,300 every, or $1,500 or $2,000 every single month, that sounds like straight overhead. What you're going to do is you're going to ask that client for $12,000. Do you see how much fucking more that makes things easy on their head? If you just tell them that it's $12,000, if you just let them know that it's $12,000, and guess what, Mr. Customer, we're going to give you 6 months to pay for this with installments of $2,000 per month. How much easier do you think it's going to be able to close their decision? Now, at this point, when you say $12,000, the company is taking you seriously. When you say $2,000 a month, it might work. We may get results. It's SEO. No one knows. You literally look like a little pansy, and people are probably like, oh my God, $2,000 extra. I'm already getting Katie $4,000. Now I got to pay. Just tell them the price. They don't give a fuck about what they're paying monthly. They don't care. They just want to know what's it going to cost. And here's how you're going to sell this, right? So a lot of people make the mistake of doing digital marketing campaigns like it's monthly. It's like, okay, well, monthly, every month, someone's going to give me $2,000 a month. I'm going to do the work. No. What you need to do is you need to start selling in packages. So a $20,000 package is going to include SEO optimization, right? It's going to include ads management. It's going to include all this other crap inside of a package instead of doing monthly. Because when you do monthly, what you're doing is, first of all, you may have the client fire you. You need to do $20,000, 4 installments of $5,000. The less installments you can make, the better. And this way, you're going to have so much capital to work with, and it's just going to sound much more efficient to the business owner. Because listen, they make $20,000 decisions every single day. They do not make $2,000 a month decisions every single day. When you're talking to a company that buys cranes for $2 million, they don't care about $2,000 a month, but they care that you presented it as if it's a monthly service instead of just a contract, because that's what they're used to. If you talk to any of these companies, any of these construction companies, when they make bids, they're not paying monthly for the bid. They pay one time. It's a one-time cost. And when you can duplicate this to a client, when you can tell a client about this, it makes life so easy. And once you have this opportunity, you're literally just going to go in here. You're going to go ahead and create a local SEO package, and it's going to look extremely beautiful. It's going to use your agency's branding on it, and it's going to be a complete package built out for your thing, and it's going to have your custom price included. And it says 6 months. Let the client know that they have to make, it's $20,000 in 6 monthly payments, and they can use 1,000 keyword, up to 20 keywords, blah, blah, blah. This is how you go about selling the SEO, because it even gives you a timeline. So you have a really professional audit going on here. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, because some people may already mastered. I don't know how advanced the audience is, but some people may have already gone through this kind of stuff. So I want to get a little more advanced as far as client onboarding. So now that you have the client, now that you've gotten the customer to sign on with you, what you're going to do is you're going to follow a pretty rigorous client onboarding process, because once you've collected payment, you can now start to get clients to come onto your agency. And I'm going to show you how to be extremely effective about this. Once you get a client, okay, so we call this closed won in our company. It's called closed won. That's when the customers paid us. There's a few steps you're going to take. Number one, CC authorization form, okay? Like I said, pay accounts receivable is a department in itself. Don't create one if you don't need to. CC authorization. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a kick-ass survey. These surveys come into our email like water, and it's amazing, and I'm going to show you why right now. So if I open up my email, there's a beautiful picture of me, but if I type in type form, you're going to see that I'm using type form every time a client wants to work with me. Oh, I don't want to show that one. Every time a client wants to work with me, I have a survey that they must fill out before they actually work with me. Now, this is not a client one. This is a consulting one for one of my students. But I want to show you another one here. Who is this material? I'll show you material. I don't really care. This is a new client that we got. This is a $20,000 contract. And as you can see, what I do is I do business name, website URL, just so I know that I can, and I have them list their keywords. A lot of fuckers spend time getting keywords when you could just have the client give you the keywords. What is the size of your company, business email, all this crap you should be collecting right when you get that client. And so you don't have to go back in and do the work. And how I go about this, and Jordan, I'm sure you go out the same way, is I just literally CC the person that's going to be doing the work just so they know what they're going to be doing going forward. Now, once you have this type form, what you can then do is you can create something like a base camp where you can project manage that whole project and invite your colleagues or your freelancers to work on the project with you. And then you're going to send a client monthly executive reporting. Now, if you guys just shit your pants because of reporting, don't, because SEO Reseller gives you some seriously nice reports for every single client that you bring them. So let's just go to executive report. I don't know if it's here. I'd probably have to find it. But it's
for SEO, or does it incorporate social and stuff like that too?
Everything.
Nice.
Social's really cool because it'll actually they'll email you the post that they did and the results. So like you can just forward it to the client or just send it to her. It's really, really nice. And that's the thing, man. If you want to keep clients, and I'm only talking about clients, somebody talked about it. If you want to keep clients, you're going to have the highest level of communication. They don't even care if you're an amateur. They don't even care about that. They just want to make sure that you're in communication with them. They want to talk to you, so make sure that you're communicating with them as much as you can. Our clients are our best friends, to be honest with you. We have really good relationships with them. They brag about their Ferraris to us. They talk shit to us, and we're in group chats and we rap together. That's how you want to make this experience. You want to make it worthwhile, and you don't want to just be in it for the money, because you're putting real people's businesses at risk by doing a shitty job. So right. if you're going to be in business to this, don't be a fucking fraud. Give clients results. Give them what they want to see, because you're actually impacting what their kid eats at the end of the day.
Right. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gents. Obviously, we do a replay on every live video that we do, and I think this was a great video for a lot of you who had questions maybe about not only SEO, but Ruan dropped some great sales advice on you guys, so that way you could also land those clients to start getting. I mean, that's the thing, guys. Everybody thinks there's one way to do something. Everybody thinks that you have to have a template, and if you don't have the template, then it's just not going to work. And in reality, if the people who are successful with it are just the ones who go out there and just start working. You just have to really just go. Stop trying to plan. Stop trying to learn every last piece. Like learn, you have to do the learning aspect of it. But I was talking to someone earlier this week. I can't remember who I was talking to, but they were just sitting there like, I don't know where to go. I was like, well, you've gone through the course and everything, right? And they were like, yeah. I was like, so go get some freaking clients. Like, what do you mean? What, you don't know what to do? He's like, well, I don't know if I can do the work. I was like, you're never gonna know if you just sit there, keep, wondering about if you're, go out there and get the work. So, you have to actually go and try to do this. But, you guys, this is going to be a great video for you to replay. Ruan talks at about 200 miles per hour, like I do. So, he'll get a lot of information. Like that was an hour-long video that easily could have been broken into 4 hours. Loaded down to normal speed. But that was great, Ruan. I loved all that you brought for this training. And I think that everybody else here loves it too. So if you guys are ready, Ruan, if you'd like, do you have your Facebook window open?
Yeah.
All right. So here's how I end every live video that I do. We do a free giveaway at the end of every live, and we give away access to my mentorship course that I do. So we're going to do a giveaway. And what I do is I ask a question related to the video topic we just discussed today, so that like half the people watching this, we have 41 people watching right now. I would say at least half of them are probably been here the whole time, taking notes and engaging with everything. So I want you and just type out a question and send it to me over on Facebook chat. And basically pick a question about a topic you covered today, and give me the answer you want to put on there as well in that message. And then we'll ask them that question. But if you guys are ready for the giveaway, I need you to do me two favors like always. Number one, hit that thumbs up button so that way you qualify for the giveaway. If you don't hit the thumbs up, you don't qualify. Number two is you need to leave a comment saying, yes, you're ready. So that way I know you guys are ready to play. I don't want to jump the gun on any of you guys. So once I see the readies and I see some of the thumbs ups come into the video, I'll go ahead and have Ruan ask his question. I think he's about to send it over here in a second. All right, let me see. All right, we got some readies coming in. All right.
Hey, Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get one of mine away too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so, all right. Well, then what we're going to do is we'll do two questions. Here's what we'll do. I'll let you give yours away. Yeah. I'll give mine away because I have a question that I wrote down earlier, so you can do your question. So, guys, we have something special here, and if you guys didn't know, which... All right, so let me just kind of hook you up with some really cool information. Number one, Ruan has a YouTube channel. So if you don't follow him already or subscribe to his channel already, you need to, because everything that we just went over today in today's video is stuff that he puts out all the freaking time on his channel. So go subscribe to his channel, number one. That will be the best thing you do for yourself tonight. Number two is make sure that once you subscribe to his channel, you look out for, what's the name of your mastermind course again?
It's called The Underground.
The Underground, that's right. So it's Underground Secrets, I believe, or is it just
right.
The Underground?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Underground Secrets. You can find it all throughout his links in his YouTube channel. That is all about SEO training. And guys, I say this all the time. You can't just take one $500 course and expect to go out there and make $200,000 a year. It's just not going to happen. You have to truly invest in the education side. Don't be afraid to spend $5,000 on online education, because people are spending $50,000, $60,000 on college educations. Trust me, I'm one of those people. I have that debt still. And they're going out there spending on college education $60,000 to not make anywhere near the amount of money that me and Ruan are making today.
No, definitely not.
So, just take my advice here. Check his course out. If you're looking for more in-depth SEO stuff, he definitely is the person. Like I'm telling you, I go to him and ask him questions. But all right, so we're going to give away two courses today. Ruan just told me, he said, fuck it. We're going to give one of his away too.
I think it's the first time I've ever heard you swear on your channel.
Oh, no.
No?
Go watch the Ryan Hildreth video.
Oh, dude, I love that video.
Yeah, you'll hear me cuss on that one. That one got me fired up. But no, I cuss sometimes. And it's not that I have a problem with cussing, because I, like, in real life, honestly, I cuss like a sailor.
Yeah.
But, like, on the channel, I try not to, just because I know people hate it. But I also do it sometimes because I know it adds that flair. So I kind of, like, I use it sparingly.
You have to balance it. Yeah.
All right, guys. So Ruan is giving away one of his SEO courses. How much do you charge for that course? Like 400, 500?
1,000.
1,000. Jesus. Okay. He charges $1,000 for this course, and he's just giving one away today at whim. So, all right. In today's value, I should have put that in the title. We're giving away $1,100 in prizes today.
Oh, we should have.
But I'm going to go ahead and ask my question. Let me actually see what Ruan's is. So if you can, try to do something that's like 2 or 3 word answer, just because everybody, if we give that question and we're looking for that answer, we're probably not going to find it. If you want to be,
I wanted to choose a good question because I didn't want to make it. All right, I'll give you.
You could do it about that topic. Just try to make it to where it's more, where it's not open ended.
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
All right, guys. So the first question we're going to give away today is my question, and this is for the mentorship course giveaway. So Ruan's giveaway is going to be next. First question is, what should you put in the title of your Google Map listing? What should definitely always be in the title of your Google Map listing? First person to answer it correctly gets it, and it's pretty straightforward. I mean, Ruan definitely hit on it several times. So it's something you guys should all have paid attention to and heard. Hey, Jurgen, that was quick.
You got it?
Jurgen 27 got it all. Oh, yeah, we've got some people putting location. A lot of people actually, no, two people putting location, but most people are putting keywords. So we got people paying attention. I'm telling you, they take notes during this thing, dude. I got people that are like, yeah, I've got 3 pages of notes from your last live. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's good. It's good information.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm definitely happy with it. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I think there's enough SEO related people on here who can get that. So guys, Ruan is going to go with his question, but before, so Jurgen, you won. Congratulations. I guess I should say that first. Congratulations. Make sure you shoot me a message on my personal, or not my personal. Do not shoot me a message on my personal Facebook page. Go to my business Facebook page. Shoot me a message there, and I will make sure to get you your promo code for the mentorship course. Again, congratulations. Now, if you guys are ready for Ruan's question, I need you to do me another favor and just go ahead and type ready again, so I know you guys are ready for his question, and then we're going to give away $1,000 SEO training course. This is definitely, I was not expecting this. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I knew I was going to be doing my giveaway. Ruan just came on here and gave away $3,000 to somebody. So somebody's about to be really happy, because seriously, if you guys aren't familiar with SEO, if you've done most of your training and your research in Facebook and Instagram and email and content, then you want this course, because like SEO will do so much for your business long term, and it takes a lot of that pressure of you having to have a successful ad campaign all the time running. Yeah, Billy Jean actually cracks me up. He talks about how he hates free content or free traffic, and I'm like, dude, I hate coming up with ad campaigns every single day, like new, innovative. Like, it's fun, but not every day. And that dude kills it. Like, I admire Billy Jean for that.
Yeah, he definitely does.
But all right, so if you guys are ready, yep, we got a bunch of ready, so it looks like they are. So Ruan, whenever you're ready to ask your question, go right ahead.
Yeah, sure thing. So I got a comment. I just want to cover really quick. It's Mal. She said, I want to be on whatever energy boost / pharmaceuticals Ruan's on. It's not an energy boost. It's just the cash.
It's the money.
When you start make, it's just like that is the drug. But anyways, yes. So back to the giveaway. The question I have is very simple. Someone's gonna get it, and it's basically, how do you measure the power of a website? What metric do you use to measure the overall power of a website?
Overall power of a website. Ding, 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 ding. It takes there's like a 4-second delay or 5-second delay. All right, first answer is coming in. Traffic, no. Pixels. Not quite. Backlinks, domain, close.
Domain authority.
The domain authority. Heather Kugenauer. Heather Kugenauer.
Oh, someone said DA. They were close. And it's funny because Heather said, already have 3 expired domains in my GoDaddy cart.
Oh, look at her. She's ready to go now. I know Heather's super pumped then because she just got exactly what she's looking for. Okay, cool. So Heather, you're going to do me a favor as well. Send me a message to my business Facebook page. I'm going to have Ruan send over the promo code, or how do you want to handle it, Ruan? You're giving it away. Do you want them to contact you, or how do you want that handled?
Yeah, absolutely. I would have them contact me. That would be the best. So I can just send her the membership link.
Yeah. How do you want them to contact you?
A Facebook personal page would be the best. Or you can email me, and you can find my email online. You just search my name and email.
Yep. And I will type, actually, no, I'm not going to type it in because his name is in the title of the video. So if you can't find his name, then you just.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm kidding.
What?
I was just joking. I always like to mess with people who win the contest. I always be like, look, if you can't do this, then I'm not giving it to you. Especially the people, they'll like message me, and then like I'll be like, yeah, message me later on tonight. And then they'll message me the next day. I'll be like, no, I'm not giving it to you now. You didn't message me. And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, man, that's wrong.
Yeah. I just like to have a little fun every now and again. But
you have to, man. You have to when you do this.
So, all right, guys, that is pretty much it for me and Ruan today. Ruan, thank you so much for coming on and doing that training. You know, I can guarantee you that everybody who came to this video today is super happy with everything they learned today. So,
yeah, no problem. I love sharing it, as you guys can probably all tell.
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same way, dude. I get talking about it, and I'll talk to like my family about it. My mom's like, Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I'm like, well. Oh man, it's funny because I'm making really good money, and when I go home, my dad tells me to get a real job. He's like, "What are you doing with all this bullshit online? You need a real job, or you need to become like a carpenter or something." I'm like, "Are you nuts, man?"
Yeah, my dad does not. He like knows I'm on YouTube, but I don't think he quite understands.
Yeah, they don't get it.
Make money doing what I'm doing. Like he's just like, I know he's paying for his own shit, but how? He just doesn't get it.
Yeah,
but,
man.
Anyways, so thank you again for coming on. Guys, again, check out Ruan Marinho. If you can't, I'm going to leave his link in the description. I didn't get to do it because we were running a little behind. So I'm going to update the video once it posts and goes on the channel, so that way you guys can watch the replay if you need to. But I'll make sure that his link is at the very top in the description, so you guys can check out his channel if you want, or you can just go to YouTube and search Ruan. He's the only one with that name, I guarantee you. So you can go search Ruan there, but check him out. Seriously, everybody who won contest tonight, make sure you either message me or Ruan, so that way you can collect your prize. And congratulations again to you guys. But I'm going to get out of here, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next Thursday, because we go live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I'm traveling through Orlando, which is what I was doing last week. Which, by the way, some upcoming flashes for you guys. If you are looking for really cool content on how to create content for clients, or how to manage or onboard a client when you bring them on, we just did this for this new client that I took on. Had a lot of free time to be able to shoot some of that footage of me actually doing the work. So I want to be able to share that with you guys. So pay attention to the channel. We got a lot of really cool content coming up soon. Outside of that, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next week. Until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later, guys.